Hello guys, Social Gamer Magellan here. The gameplay that you see in this video right now is from Gaming Pro 101. Go subscribe to my boy channel. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Like I said, it's Gaming Pro 101. Go subscribe to his channel. He allows me to use this in exchange of his shout out. You know, I give him all the credit for this gameplay. I don't take no credit for none of this gameplay. This is his shit, so go subscribe to him. But anyways, let's get into this story time, alright? So yesterday, which is Thursday, I got suspended. And I got suspended for arguing with this girl, and I'm going to be explaining how this all happened, alright? So yesterday, third period, JROTC class. So if you don't know what JROTC is, it's basically like this army class in a way, and they teach discipline and all this other bullshit. But, you know, the class really helps, and I love the class very much. So we get inside the classroom, and I don't have my outfit. I forgot it was Thursday like a retard. And everyone who has an outfit basically practices, you know, formation and stuff like that. So they go out to the rotunda or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, tundra basically, what it's called, and you know, they practice formation and they do whatever, and they come back in, right? So they come back in, and it's this girl that I was arguing with. But before we started arguing, I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna say what grade she in. I'm not gonna say where she worked. But we were basically talking about jobs, and this girl, she don't really come to school every day. I guess for the past week or two or week and a half, she been coming to school every day. But compared to the whole entire year, from what I know, this girl has not been coming to the school, you know, consistently like she should. So this girl makes $8.10 an hour. Like I said, I'm not gonna, you know, tell you what job she works at, but she just know that she makes $8.10 an hour. All right. So this girl and we was over here arguing with her, I guess. I don't really want to say argue, but just making a point across and telling her, like, if you don't come to school, you're not going to get a better job. You're going to stay making $8.10 an hour. And this other dude gave her, you know, a little lecture so she can learn a life lesson. So the sergeant really likes to pick on her a lot, even though he may not want to admit it, he does. And he was mainly kind of toward in some of his messages to her. But I mean, she really needs to know that if you don't come to school and you don't do this and this and that and actually take shit seriously, you're not going to get a better job. And I don't think she kind of understands that. So we were talking about jobs and careers, and she was talking about, you know, I'm going to be a stripper. So I want everybody to know this. I don't want to be rude or disrespectful to her, but this girl is fat, all right? So if you're a stripper, number one, you can't be fat. I mean, there probably are fat strippers out there. But, I mean, come on, let's be honest. Who wants to see a fat stripper? Do you want to see a fat, ugly stripper? No, I don't want to see a fat, ugly stripper. Now, I'm not saying this girl is fat and ugly in any type of way, because I can't judge, because I'm ugly too. But, you know, nobody wants to see somebody who's fat. Number one, you can't be fat. You got to be sexy. You got to be dedicated to what you're doing. You might think being a stripper is a good job, and it's so easy, but it's not as easy as a lot of people make it out to be. Being a stripper is not as easy, all right? You got to please, man. You got to know how to dance. There's all sorts of stuff that you got to learn. I mean, it's a very easy way to make money, and it's very quickly for a lot of women to do it, but it's not something that's easy, and a lot of women don't want to do it for the rest of their lives, because it's not something that, yeah, I don't want to sit here and twerk for these men 24/7 and make this a daily job. It's just not something that a lot of women want to do. It's just something for easy money, to get by, to do what they need to do. And eventually when they get a man or they settle down and they're able to find a better paying job, then, you know, they don't have to strip or do anything no more. Some strip to pay off college funds or student loans and all this other stuff. They all do it for a different purpose. But I don't know. But this girl got mad because I said, you ain't going to make no money. So this is what happened. She said I was going to be a stripper. Well, she said basically, I'm going to be a stripper. And I said, well, you ain't going to make no money. So she ain't hear me, but everybody else heard me. And they was like, oh, like, you know how you roast somebody and they're like, ooh. And everybody was doing that and they was all laughing. And they had told her. And then she started like getting like angry at me for some reason. I don't know why this lady was getting angry at me. I'm just gonna call her a lady to be respectful, even though she wasn't acting like one. I don't know why this lady was getting disrespectful to me. I didn't mean it in any disrespectful way. I was just being the truth. Like, you're not gonna make no money. Like, you would have to lose a lot of weight most likely. You know, you would have to please all these dudes, and it's just something that you can't do right at the moment. And if you did plan on to do it, you'd have to take that shit very seriously. So, she got very offended, and she was like, "What you trying to do?" And this and that. And I'm just like, "Well, we can do this." And she got up, and she got all up in my face. We sitting over here arguing. She was like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck about you," and I'm like, "I don't give a fuck about you neither. Like, I don't care about you." I'm like, "If you really don't care, then sit the fuck down." And she got salty as hell and about to hit me, and the sergeant that was inside my class escorted me out, and me and her out, and was talking to us, and then sent us up to the other sergeant. So there's 3 different sergeants. There's the JRTC sergeants, and then there's the one that we call Sarge, but he used to be in the military. You basically can understand. There's 3 different sergeants. 2 of them teach, and the other one is basically assistant dean, I think he is. And he sent us home for 2 days. I got suspended for Friday, which is today, and for Thursday, and I go back Monday. But basically, we get into the office, and we tell them what happened. I mean, there's been over fucking like 18 fights in this school, and this is as far as I can remember, all right? This as far as I know. Now, if I really want to be hypothetical, I can say there are at least over 25 to 32 fights that had happened this year in my school, and I'm not even joking to you. Like, literally, when we was in the office, somebody had just came up from about to fight. He was arguing with some girl boyfriend. So I'm just sitting here like, damn, everybody fighting and everybody arguing. Like, what is going on? This year has been lit, and it's been for like the past, 5-6 months? Like, ever since 2017 started, niggas has been fucking lit as fuck. I'm not even lying to you. Like, I would have to say ever since March, or even before then, niggas been lit as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But it was just all sorts of crazy. All sorts of crazy. And this girl, when I'm lying to her mama, like, fuck, talking about, oh, he called me a stripper and saying that I'm not gonna make no money. But I didn't call her no stripper. She called herself a stripper. I just said she was gonna make no money because I was telling the truth. You're not gonna make no money. It's not my fault you're fat, all right? And you're not gonna be dedicated to what I was saying. If you're not gonna be dedicated to be a stripper and take the, necessary options, I'm not going to say options, but necessary steps to be a stripper, then you're not going to be a good one at all. And you're not going to be a stripper. Because like I said, nobody wants a fat, ugly stripper. All right. And I'm just keeping it real. But she was over here in the office telling lies to her fucking mother, talking about, oh, I called her this and this and that, and say she ain't going to be nothing in life, when that was a damn lie, because I ain't say none of that. She said that her own self that she wanted to be a stripper, and I just stated the facts. I mean, the truth hurts. But anyways, the sergeant suspended us for 2 days. I left by myself. She talking about, oh, she gonna get her stepdad. And then the sergeant was like, I bet y'all like each other. I'm like, no. I'm sitting there in my mind like, I knew he was gonna say some shit like that because I don't like her. No, that's fucking disgusting. But anyways, that's what happened. That's how I got suspended. And it was also funny because when he took us to the sergeant, like, she was talking to her friend and shit. And then she pointed at me, and the friend was like, don't do that. Don't point at people because you're not supposed to point at people. I don't really give a fuck if she pointed at me. She could point at me 24/7. I don't care. It still doesn't change the fact of what she did, because she overreacted for real. Because she ain't had to take it that far. Because she ain't even know what I said for real. Like, I mean, they told her what I said, but she just took it too far. Like, it was an insult of some sort. When you just called yourself a stripper, and I said, well, you ain't gonna make no money. I mean, you can take it how you want. I said it. You can take it how you want. Moral of the story is just don't always tell the truth. And when people do stuff like that, just keep your mouth shut, all right? I've avoided trouble basically this whole year. I mean, the first part I was a little bit rough, but I basically avoided trouble this entire year, bruh. And then she just had to say some shit and get all uppity. Like, I wasn't even the one that was getting mad until she got up all in my face and thought she was all big and bad. When that wasn't going to happen, because you ain't finna get in my face and think you all tough, boy or girl. I'm not finna let you bitch me out like that to everyone else. But we both got suspended for the same amount of days, and I'm sitting at home talking to you, telling you guys about this story. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow because I got things to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video for today. This old school gamer Jelon here. I'm trying to think of some more story times because, like, when shit happens to me, I have to try to, remember. Like, before I made this video, obviously, I already knew everything because it just happened. But, like, when I'm trying to think of an old story, I actually have to think about it detail by detail, so then I can make a video on it so you guys can know everything, all right? But this has been Also Gamer Jillian here. Have a great day.